even from a neuroscience angle, is that consistency beats intensity. Always.
It's not about these huge, daunting study blocks once a week. That's not how our brains work best. Short, regular sessions. That's how you consolidate information effectively. Think of it like building muscle, little and often. That creates lasting strength, prevents burnout. Even just an hour a day, if you split it up into small, manageable chunks, highly effective and much more sustainable.
Absolutely. Building the habit. And yeah, our sources lay out a really practical 2025 routine, something anyone can adopt. Let's break it down. Okay, morning, maybe 10, 15 minutes. You could listen to English affirmations, short news podcasts. Like imagine tuning into BBC Learning English, maybe a motivational speech on YouTube while you're brushing your teeth, having breakfast. Just a gentle way to wake up your English brain. Then midday, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Switch to active reading. Grab an English article, a blog post you find interesting, maybe a short story. The key is interaction. Highlight maybe 5 to 10 new words that jump out at you. And then this is important, immediately write one sentence using each of those new words. Really locks them in, forces you to engage. Evening time. Dedicate, say, 30 to 45 minutes to speaking practice. This could be simple, like talking to yourself. Narrating your day out loud in English. Or, and this is where those tools come in, use AI, ChatGPT as a conversation partner maybe, or apps like Elsa Speak for pronunciation.
Right, leveraging the tech.
Exactly. And a really good tip, record your voice. Then compare it with native speakers. It's a great way to spot areas you need to work on without feeling judged. And finally, night. Just 5 minutes. Review what you learned. A perfect way is to write a short journal entry in English about your day. Reinforces vocabulary, grammar, gets you actively thinking in the language. Sounds simple, right? But that daily, consistent effort, it adds up. Big time.
It really does. That structured yet flexible approach. It keeps you engaged without feeling, overwhelmed.
Okay, now let's talk about something that holds so many learners back. A huge mental block. The fear of speaking. You know the words, you get the grammar, but actually speaking, it's like hitting a wall. It's so common.
Oh, absolutely.
But here's where it gets interesting. Our sources have some really clever hacks, ways to overcome that fear and build speaking confidence fast.
What's fascinating is these hacks, they're not just about forcing speech. They train your mouth and your ear at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dual approach builds muscle memory for actually mixing the sounds. And it helps reduce that self-consciousness because you're actively working with the sounds. And it's so important to remember, speaking isn't about being perfect. Not at all. It's about being understood. Just shifting your mindset on that can be incredibly freeing. Lets you take those first steps.
That's a really powerful point. Okay, let's get into these hacks. Hack number 1, the shadowing technique. Simple, but so effective for mimicking how native speakers sound. You listen to a native speaker maybe a minute or two, could be a podcast clip, YouTube, a movie character. Then you pause and immediately repeat what you heard. Try to copy everything, the tone, the rhythm, the speed, like being a language parrot. It really does train your mouth and ear together, builds that muscle memory. Next up, hack number 2, the 3-2-1 speaking exercise. Pick any topic, your day, a hobby, your opinion on something, anything. Speak about it for 3 minutes, nonstop. Then do the same topic again, but condense it into just 2 minutes. And then, one more time, distill it all down to 1 minute.
I like this one.
Yeah. It forces you to organize your thoughts fast, find the essential words, and speak more concisely. It's great for building fluency under a little pressure. You'll be amazed how much clearer you get each time. And hack number 3, daily micro-conversation. This is about pushing your comfort zone just a tiny bit every day. Make a real effort to say just one sentence in English in a real-life situation. Like at a shop, instead of just pointing or using one word, try, "Can I please have a bottle of water?" Or with friends, maybe just throw in one English phrase. These small, consistent, real-world interactions, they might feel tiny, but they build confidence like crazy. They bridge that gap between practice and actual communication.
Those micro-conversations are absolutely vital. They make the language real, not just an academic thing.
Exactly. They prove those small steps add up to massive confidence. And what makes all this, the routines, the hacks, so much more doable, so much more powerful in 2025? It's the technology. Our sources are clear. Tech isn't optional anymore. It's your best friend on this journey. What really stands out to you about how these new tools are changing things?
For me, it's how they just remove the old barriers, the excuses, really. These modern tools, they make immersion possible even if you're not in an English-speaking country.
Right.
They let you customize everything, get instant feedback without feeling judged, connect with people globally. Essentially, they bring the whole English-speaking world right to your fingertips. It empowers you, the learner, like never before. You're in control.
Exactly.
So let's name some names. Essential tools you should be using. First, those AI tutors we talked about. ChatGPT, Grammarly, ElsaSpeak. Invaluable for instant writing practice, getting corrections on the spot. Write emails, journal entries, whatever. Get feedback, learn, move on. It changes the psychology of mistakes, No fear, just instant learning. Then, language exchange apps. Things like HelloTalk, Tandem. Brilliant for finding native speakers anywhere in the world. Chat, voice messages, live calls. You practice speaking and listening with real people. Often you help them learn your language too. It's a win-win, real interaction. And this next one is really cool. Immersive platforms, VR, metaverse apps like Engage or VR Chat. Yeah, the virtual reality side is growing fast.
It is. You can practice English in these simulated real-world places, ordering food in a virtual cafe, navigating a virtual city, attending a meeting, all in English. Super engaging, and it really builds confidence for doing it in the real world. And of course, the classics, YouTube and podcasts, just endless free content, authentic listening practice on any topic you can imagine. And finally, AI flashcards. Anki, Quizlet with AI using spaced repetition.
That's a game changer for vocabulary.
Totally. The AI figures out when you're about to forget a word and shows it to you right then. It's scientifically optimized for getting words into your long-term memory efficiently. With all these tools, there's really no excuse not to surround yourself with English daily.
It's about building your own personal English ecosystem, tailored to you, dynamic.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears to vocabulary. Most of us have probably tried just memorizing random word lists, right? This is often, frankly, frustrating and doesn't stick.
Right, rote learning.
Yeah. Our sources challenge that. They introduce what they call the vocabulary power method, a smarter way to build vocabulary that actually helps you sound fluent.
What's fascinating here is it's about being targeted, not just using brute force. This method focuses on practical, high-frequency language, words and phrases you actually use, so learning becomes way more efficient and immediately useful for understanding people and for speaking yourselves. It's about impact, not just racking up a huge list of obscure words you'll never use.
Huge difference. Okay, let's break down the 4 steps of this power method. Step 1, focus on daily words. Prioritize words you'll actually encounter. So learn appointment, feedback, recommendation before you worry about, photosynthesis. Unless you're a botanist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Relevance is key.
Focus on high-frequency stuff first. Step 2, learn in phrases, not words. This is crucial for sounding natural. Don't just learn decision. Learn make a decision, not just problem, but solve a problem. Teaches you natural combinations, makes your English flow better, sound more authentic. Step 3, use active recall. This is super effective. Science backs it up. Don't just passively read your list. Test yourself. Cover the word. Try to remember it from scratch, then check.
That retrieval process is what strengthens the memory trait.
Exactly. Much stronger than just rereading. Embeds it deep. And step 4, daily use. Ties right back into the routine. Commit to using your new words. Write or speak at least, say, 3 sentences using them every day. Make them your own. Integrate them. And here's a stat from the sources that blew me away. Master just 1,000 common daily use words and phrases, and you can understand like 80% of conversations.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Massive return on investment. Really shows the power of focusing your effort.
It absolutely does. Intentionality makes all the difference.
It really does. Okay, let's talk about the unsung hero. Listening. Our sources call listening the secret to fluency. Good listening comes before good speaking. Makes sense, right? You can't speak well if you can't really hear and understand the nuances.
That's spot on. Active listening isn't passive. It's training your ear. You learn to pick up on subtle pronunciation differences, the rhythm, the intonation, how native speakers actually sound. And that's crucial for your own speaking. Helps you speak more clearly, helps people understand you. It builds that foundation here correctly, then reproduce correctly.
So how do we actively improve listening, especially with all these tools? Some great tips here. One classic, watch movies or shows with English subtitles. Maybe start with subtitles in your language, but push yourself quickly to English subtitles. Then eventually no subtitles at all. And think about active watching. Many apps let you loop sentences, slow things down, even compare your pronunciation to a line from the show. Turn passive watching into powerful practice. Another simple one, switch your phone, your apps to English.
Easy immersion.
Totally. You just interact with English all day without thinking about it. Also listen to songs, try writing down the lyrics. It's fun, engages your listening, you find new words, it's memorable. And for pronunciation, practice with tongue twisters. Sounds silly maybe, but they are fantastic for training your mouth muscles, improving articulation like, she sells seashells by the seashore. Go on, try saying it 3 times fast.
Playfully, she sells seashells. Yeah, it's a workout.
Right, you feel your tongue working. It's a small thing, but it wakes up those muscles.
A delightful yet genuinely effective challenge.
Yeah.
Amazing how they build muscle memory.
Exactly. Okay, final big area. Let's tackle one of the biggest hurdles, quitting. So many people start strong, then fade because they expect results too fast, too linearly. But language learning, like the sources say, it's like fitness. Takes time, consistent effort. There will be plateaus.
Right. And that brings up a really important question. How do you sustain motivation when it's a long journey and progress isn't always obvious day to day? The key is mindset, cultivating the right perspective, focusing long term, building resilience, understanding that progress isn't always a straight line up. Setbacks happen. They're part of learning, not failure. It really is a marathon, not a sprint.
Spot on. And our sources offer some golden rules for that resilient mindset to help you push through. First, progress, not perfection. Don't let fear of mistakes paralyze you. Every error is data, a chance to learn. Second, consistency beats intensity. Remember that. 20 minutes daily beats 3 hours once a week, builds the habit, strengthens those pathways bit by bit. Third, celebrate small wins. Did you understand a new sentence today? Manage that micro conversation, stick to your routine, acknowledge it. Those small victories fuel your motivation, build your belief in yourself. And fourth, this is a big one, think in English. Actively try to stop translating in your head. Connect words directly to pictures, feelings.
Bypass the translation step.
Exactly. Train your brain to process the language naturally. Direct comprehension.
All right. Wow, what an incredible deep dive this has been. We've covered so much ground, from how English learning has changed in 2025 thanks to tech, why it's so different now, to building that practical daily routine for rapid, sustainable progress. We tackled speaking fear with proven hacks for confidence, explored the amazing power of modern tools to create your own immersion, revealed that vocabulary power method, focusing on impact, talked listening and pronunciation secrets, and maybe most importantly, discussed that essential mindset for staying motivated. If you follow these steps consistently, strategically, it will absolutely speed up your English journey.
Absolutely. And, ultimately, these strategies, they're not just about learning English. They're about transforming how you connect with the world, with information, with opportunities, personal, professional. So here's something to think about. How could you integrate just one new habit, maybe something small, from our deep dive today to start that transformation? That's a fantastic question to leave everyone with. Really reflect on what resonated most with you today. What's your biggest challenge right now? Pick one strategy, just one, and tackle it. The resources are out there, more accessible than ever. Your growth journey is ongoing. You absolutely have what it takes. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep connecting.